guys, today we are going to be making this right here. We're going to be making a pop art printed box using printmaking. We're going to be using our stamps that we did before, and you can see that they are flipped, they are reversed. So when I print, I'm going to be flipping it over and it's going to print reversed. Now, if all of these don't turn out perfect, that is okay. Like I didn't get enough paint there. This one's probably my best one. I didn't get enough paint there. I didn't press hard enough there. I didn't press hard enough there. It's okay. Printmaking doesn't have to be perfect. So let's get started. So to start off with, you should have your print plate. We did a fall image. You can do something different than what I've done. That's okay. We have the dots in the background for a little bit of added texture. Then you're going to get two pieces of paper that look like this. We are turning this into a 3D box installation. So you're going to have two different pieces of paper. Make sure that they are different. One of them has 6 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one of them has 2 stars. And we're going to start by writing our name and our class code on both of these papers because we're going to need them later once we are done printing them. So we're going to do 4M. Whatever your class code is, write it on the front of your paper. Okay. Now we're going to be using these papers to do our prints on. Now you will see I have all these colors over here. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And I want you to pay close attention to where the handles of these rollers are. These rollers are called brayers. They're what we're going to be using to apply our ink. Now none of these brayers, the handles on them, the paint is near it. This is even getting a little too close. I would like it if your handles always remain off the side of the tray or at least away from the paint, because nobody wants to work with messy tools. We're going to be using our folders as kind of like a messy mat so that you can go to each different colors. You will be able to choose whatever colors you want to do. I'm going to use all 6 colors because, as you can see, I have 6 panels, so I'm going to do 1 per color. If you only want to do 1 color or if you want to do only 2 colors, that is fine. But how you're going to start is we're going to get a little messy today. We're going to be using this guy here to put our plate on. Doesn't matter which way you put your paper or your plate. We're going to take our brayer and we're going to roll it into our paint. If you've ever painted walls before with your mom, or dad, this is very similar. We're coating the brayer with paint. If it's not fully coated, that's okay. Now, before I get started on my painting, and if you're going to set the brayer down, make sure you set it off the tray. I'm going to flip my print plate over, and I'm going to draw an arrow so that I know that that way is up. Because when I flip it over, I want to be able to see which way is up. Okay, so then I take my brayer, and I'm going to gently, you do not want to press hard on this, roll the brayer over top of my print plate, and I'm going in multiple directions so that I can get into all those places on my print plate, but I'm still not pressing hard. I do not want to press hard and get paint into those grooves. See how you can still see where all those grooves are? Again, when I set my brayer down, make sure the handle is off to the side of the paint. Then I take my print plate. I'm going to flip it over. Remember that arrow I have there? I know that that is going to go up. Now these are squares. You can do it any way you like. I'm gonna have mine going up like this. You're gonna gently pet it like a puppy. You do not wanna move this print plate. You're gently rubbing and giving it a massage on the back. And when you lift it up, you will have a print, okay? Now, if you're done with that color, you're gonna take your print plate over to the sink and you're going to use your hands. You're gonna use your hands to rinse that off. We do not need soap for this. Soap is not a requirement of getting the ink off. We just wanna get as much of that ink off with our hands as we can, and then we will dry them off using a rag. Quick tip, it is a lot easier to clean your print plates with warm water than it is with cold water. So try and get the water as warm as you can stand it to get your print clean. So here I have my nice clean print plate. I'm going to take a rag. I'm going to gently tap it. These things are very fragile, so if you try to scrub them or are too rough with them, they will break and you're not going to have another one. So I just gently wiped it off, and then I can go into my next color. Again, I'm rolling my paint onto the brayer. Then I'm gently rolling the paint onto the print plate, going in multiple directions, barely touching the print plate. You should barely be touching it until you have it nice and evenly covered. Then I'm gonna flip it over, set it down, press it. I'm not slamming, I'm gently pressing. You can rub it like the back of a puppy, like you're petting a puppy. And when you pick it up, you have your second print. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do that for all 6 of my colors, and I will be right back. So now I have all of my prints done. I'm gonna let them dry for a couple minutes, and you guys are going to watch a little history of printmaking video while they dry, and then when we're done, we'll come back and put them together.